Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover, Autobot Cup Triple T, and Leatherneck with Sergeant Slaughter. You can see them there in front of the box. We'll go ahead and put them all off to the side real quick. And yeah, box here is, well, yeah, it's once again the Transformers G.I. Joe box. You got the split thing, you know, Transformers and stuff, cup right there. You got the G.I. Joe side, hey, where there's the Triple T, Sergeant Slaughter, and Leatherneck, and you look, it shows that they're in the little blister pack things. And on the top here, you have, hey, look, there's a, you know, the two modes right there, the G.I. Joes and stuff. You got G.I. Joe logo right there, and a little classic Hasbro logo as well. And on the side, you have a cup, the robot mode, and the Halo is the vehicle mode with the Joes. On this side, you have G.I. Joe and the Joes again. On this bottom here, you have G.I. Joe Transformers thing, and you got what's included in some and manufacturing information. Information. On the back, of course, you have some product shots and copyrights and warnings and all that stuff, and again the classic Hasbro logo. And yeah, of course, like all the others, it once again it splits in a cool way. Splits in the cool way like that, and then of course you have this kind of plain cardboard box, just says Hasbro on it. On the top though, you have G.I. Joe and all that stuff, and on the same thing there. Nothing on the sides. On the back though, you have the cool top secret little dossier. You could read that right there if you want. That inside is just a plain cardboard. But of course, also inside the box you have two blister packs for, hey, look, the Joes. You got you got Leatherneck, G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, and you know, classic kind of card thing. Everything on the back here is his profile, if you want to read that. And of course, there's like some the product shot right there. And also, of course, there's the Sergeant Slaughter one. Again, G.I. Joe and all that stuff, and the classic Hasbro logo. On the back you have, you know, his little bio card if you want to read that. So that's the packaging. And of course included is the instructions, which tell you how to transform it and how they interact with each other and all that stuff. So there you go. So first thing first, I'm going to go and talk about the Joes. There's Leatherneck. Here's Leatherneck right here. You can see him there. In close, you can see my mustache and everything. Got a cap with a little symbol on it right there. You got a little skull crossbones right there on the shoulder. Got a knife and some grenades and all that stuff. You got the camo and the pants, some satchels, a little radio. That pistol holster looks like a pistol holster. Hey, look, a little bracelet, a watch. I think that might be the dog tags. I'm not sure. I'm not sure actually, but yeah, you know, that's all that stuff kind of nicely picked out. All that right there, you know, posability, head. You got the whole ball joint thing. You got waggle and left and right and up and down, all that. Shoulders, you can see the pins. You know, they got full rotation. They got outward that far. There's a bicep swivel right there. There's an elbow joint right there. And then of course you got the thing with the G.I. Joes. You know, got the rotation right there. You got the all around because it's got the little rubbery thing right there. Hips can go forward like that and back like that, outward like that, and there's no swivel. There is a knee bend that far, and there you go for that posability. As for accessories, of course, there is the stand, which pegs on right there. He's got a little rucksack, which that's bits of detail, including like it looks like a canteen, but like no paint or anything, but that just pegs in his back right there. No problem. And he also has an M16. Looks like with a grenade launcher and a scope of some sort. Also with a weirdly long handle. I think they kind of, because now you can actually hold it without it being weirdly angled off to the side if you want, which is nice. You can't put this like M16 on the backpack though, so that's pretty cool. And of course you got Sergeant Slaughter, who has, you know, this typical drill sergeant hat. Even has a little emblem on it right there. He's got his aviators, his mustache, the black shirt, and the whistle. He's got black armbands. You got the camo pants, the white to the gold on the belt, the boots, all laced up. All right, there you go. And again, also and again, pretty much the same posability. The head's on the ball joint and everything. You know, the waggle and left and right, up and down. You know, that's all the same posability here. There's something kind of hampering his waist swivel, though. Weirdly enough, something there's waist hampering it, but you know, can get around it. Yeah, he's got pretty much the same posability. He also, of course, has his own little stand. If you want to use that. And he's got this, which looks like a lip or something. I'm not sure what this is, actually. It's something. You can hold that, and no, he's supposed to be able to hold that. It doesn't hold grip very well. There's not a whole lot of friction there, despite everything. So there you go. That's there are the Joes. The part I don't really care about that much. Sorry, Joe fans. Going back up. Cup. And yeah, it makes sense to put Sergeant Slaughter and Cup together to me, because like for a long time, you know, they called Cup Sergeant Cup because of the whole, you know, that the whole trademark thing. But yeah. Getting close on him, you can see he's got, well, very cup face. He got silver. He looks a little old. He's got blue eyes. He got a little yellow crest thing. He's got this weird gray bit on the top. Lots of greens. Lots more white than usual, but USA and Sergeant Slaughter right there. But those are more for the vehicle mode. The greens and the little yellow stripes there. He's got the kind of grayish green thighs. And there you go. Going all the way down. He's got vehicle mode bits, including treads and stuff on his legs. He's got green feet. He's got a bit of a backpack, but I think nothing too serious, at least not right now. The stuff I have to add, basically these bits. I'll just show what's. I'm leaving them off right now because the instructions aren't super clear depending on how he's in the box. So there you go. Not bad looking at all. He's a bit chunky, but actually that's a good thing in this case. He's very solid. Yeah. So these things you have to add on there. It's separate in the box. You have to add them on, and make sure you pay attention because see these armatures. If they're up like this, you're good. Just, you know, there's a peg hole. Just peg them on, right? Yeah. Make sure they're sitting like they'll sit like this one up, because there's actually a tab right now where this thing is. There's a tab that sits in the little black armature, and if it sits like this, you want it to make sure that sits like that. Because I connected it wrong the first time, I didn't notice, so I was like, oh, I connected it wrong, I didn't realize that I disconnected and reconnected. Yeah, same thing, just, you know, peg that on. There you go. Make sure it's all good to go, and there you go. Now he's got his backpack, which, again, it's not heavy enough. It's not going to cause any issues stability-wise. That is perfectly fine. I'm also perfectly fine with this being a bit of a backpack. It looks pretty nice. And there you go. So, he also has his own accessories. He has these missiles, which are mostly for the vehicle mode, but they can store away. I mean, there's these bits right here because they have this weird like barbell shaped tab slot thing, so you can just, you know, do that. Just put that on right there, and same thing on this one. Put that on right there. Have a couple missiles. I guess you could pretend they did, you know, launch from his back. He also has these guns. Kind of look like, you know, he just ripped up turrets and took them. But these can also store back here. There's these peg holes right here, so they can just store. Right there, like so. Yeah, the thing is the pegs on these are a little snug, but yeah, you can store those, or you can hold them as pistols. Get these off right here. Yeah, you can store these. You hold these as pistols. Be careful. My hand slipped one and I hurt myself because yeah, these are very snug. Like I said, like these pegs are a little snugger than I'd like, so I might shave them down a little bit. Yeah, you can hold these as pistols, which is pretty cool. But as for posability, his head on the ball joint, so you got left and right, you got up and down, you got a waggle. He also is on a hinge, so you actually have that. You could actually do that if you want. You could fall asleep right there. Shoulders, hey, ratcheted forward and back, and again, it wasn't for these, they'd be able to do a full rotation, but also outward right there, that far, which is pretty nice. Got a bicep swivel, elbows about a little over 90 degrees, just a smidge over. The wrists can swivel as well, which is cool, and also thanks to transformation, you can bring them inward a little bit if you want. I'm not sure how useful that'd be. That is a thing you can do. He has a waist swivel, nice clicky waist swivel. Thighs, again, nice ratcheted thighs forward and back. That far outward is just friction, but you know, more than full splits. He does have a thigh swivel, ratcheted knee, which is about 90 degrees on that. And hey, guess what? They finally put ankle tilts on the G.I. Joe guys. He's got ankle tilt, and it's great. He's got an ankle tilt like that. His toe can go down right there. But yeah, it's great. They finally gave these things ankle tilt. I am so happy they finally listened on that one, and they gave it ankle tilt. And that's the other thing. Despite the fact he's a G.I. Joe vehicle, he is dead solid. The way he transforms, all his mass like compacts in, so he's a dead solid. There's no real hollow bits. I mean, there's a little bit right there, but you have to be really looking for that. He's dead solid. I like this thing a lot. It's the best one. Soundwave was an improvement over the previous two, but he's the best one so far. So that's real nice. Now, as for interaction with the Joes in this mode, you can do something, which is, well, remove these, just get them out of the way. You don't have to, but it makes it a little easier. And this right here, you take this black piece right here, you untab it and fold it down like so. Hey, look, there's a little computer. Oh, there's a little computer exposed. There we go. That was a little outline. The thing is, there's also pegs right here. You can see that. So what you do is, get these things off right here and whatnot. And what you do is you can peg these on to the back here, and of course also knock the weapon loose, because of course you can peg these guys onto the back, both of them at the same time. I'm just gonna get that out of the way because it's a little annoying, but yeah, both of these guys can peg onto the back right here. And again, the nice thing is, unlike some of the other ones, this does not affect his stability. Cup is still really stable like this. He's not affected really. He might lean back a little bit, but not too difficult to correct. And yeah, doesn't look bad either, because yeah, it just looks like he's carrying some humans around, which I'm fine with that. It looks good. So there we go. So there you go. He can interact with these guys like that. And there you go. It's not bad. So there's that. Now as for some comparisons here, or a comparison, I'm just going to do one because I don't want to drag them all out. I'm just going to bring these guys out on their little stands just because it makes sense to do so. Just leave them there. Yeah, just because here's the other Autobot we had so far. Here's Bumblebee. And what was it? That's the Striker, and I'm trying to remember who was the G.I. Joe. I forgot the name of, because I don't really know G.I. Joes, and I don't really pretend to know. So there you go. Big height difference too. Solid dude overall. Oh, nice. So there you go. So I'm going to get these guys outside, because now we're going to transform Cup into his Triple T mode. So first thing, of course, get the guns out of his hands. We'll bring them back later, but for now, get the guns out of his hands. Now, what you want to do here is take the arms and you want to rotate them 180 degrees up like so, and like so. And up here, what then you want to do is rotate them like this, and then unclip the hands and just bring them down like that. Do that. Like he's hanging off something. Then you want to untab the chest right here. The tab's in real secure on the left side. You want to untab that and bring that forward like so. And then unclip the shoulders right here. They clip over, so it's just get them unclipped and bring them out like that. And unclipped and bring it out like that. Just kind of get them out of the way for now. Like so. Now here, what you want to do is you want to get the head forward right here, so you can then bring this bit up right here. And I'm going to bring this back down a little bit. And then rotate the head 180 like so. And then untab the backpack here, unclip that and bring it back. Like so. And then bring the head into this thing right here. Close this panel up over the head, and then close this panel as you bring it down. Like so. You close that panel over top like that. Okay. Now here, what you want to do, this is a kind of an odd little thing you got to do with this bit right here. So you can see there's a little like out divot, kind of indentation right here on the inside of these things for that bar. What you want to do is bring this back like so, and then rotate it around right here like this. So it's sitting like that for now. Same thing back. Untab the armature, bring the whole thing back, and then rotate it here at this point all the way around like this. So it's sitting like that, okay? And so with the clearance, you can then bring the arms inside the vehicle like this. Make sure the double hinge right there is sitting properly, because I've had this thing kind of sit funny on this side. Might also have to bring the legs forward a little bit just to give you clearance. Now on top of that, this will tab in kind of right here. Not going to hold super well yet, but it'll tab in right there like that. Make sure these are all the way in, the arms are. And just get the legs out of the way, so then you bring this forward on this armature, you can bring forward and collapse it up, and this will, sit right there like that. And this will then come up and sit right there like that. And then down here, there's tabs on the arms, which will go in the little slots right here on the sides. And that'll kind of hold things better in place like that. Now down here, at the legs, what you want to do is make sure the feet are all the way in, like so. click that in place, and then collapse the toes in. Bring this piece out like this, and bring this piece out like this. And bring the legs forward a little bit, and then right here, there's a hinge. You want to rotate it out on this hinge and bring it all the way forward. Make sure that these legs are straightened, that the thighs are straightened back out too. Bring it all the way forward like this, and then bring this forward. Bring that around, bring that forward, and then bring it back. And then bring this back. You're going to go ahead, and this will all tab together. You're going to tab together back here like so, and this right here, you want to bring it around, and this will tab into the back right there like that. Now here, what you want to do, bring this down. I'm going to bring this down right here. There we go. Right here, when you take these pieces right here, you want to bring these panels out like so, like that. Rotate that around, and then you go ahead and bring this down. And there's these tabs right here will go into this slot right there. If you see that, those slots. It's kind of tricky sometimes. I haven't gotten it 100% every single time, but there's these tabs right here will also then go into these little slots right here as well. You have to make sure that it's all angled properly. So you can bring it in. That, and make sure this all tabs in properly, and I've got it pretty quickly this time, which is nice. Make sure that all tabs in properly. Collapses these in like that, and then right here, these tread pieces, I'm going to bring them up and forward, and they'll, be the front of the treads, and this came untabbed again. What that's about. That usually doesn't happen. There we go. Whoop. There we go. And then bring this forward like so. Like that. It's most of the triple T done. Also, then you take this piece and bring this down. That's a little bumper piece. And you take these things, they will peg in right here, like so. And like so. They peg in nice and secure here. Then they take the missiles and they'll go in these little bits right here. That. And like that. I believe they can also store them on here in the robot mode, but I swear these those disappear. No, you can't because that's, well, I don't know. Anyway, okay. So that right there is Cup in his triple T mode. And yeah, from what I've seen, this is, again, pictures and whatnot, including people comparing to their original 80s strikers or whatever, or triple Ts. It's a pretty darn good looking representation of a triple T. Overall, you got the USA right there. You got the Autobot symbol right there now. You got a little like serial number or something, right? KDP3, ATP 81586. I don't know if that means anything. United States right there. You got the star. You got the GI Joe logo right there. You got this all this stuff right here, and also it hides its robot stuff a lot better than I guess than the a lot of the other ones. Again, you got, if you look underneath, yeah, if you look right here, it's like, oh hey, there's the robot bits, but that was a little out of whack, but yeah. There's robot bits, but for the most part, they're all underneath. There's like no robot parts exposed on the backside or anything really. Well, again, except for that, which can easily, like the way that looks right there, that looks a lot like, well, just suspension or something, you know? It looks like kind of like suspension of sorts. So yeah, you know what? It looks great. And also, on top of that, he's got nice big old rolling wheels and rolls real nice. I have to say, it rolls really nice. This is really well done right here. And again, so yeah, you got all that stuff, and of course these can, I guess, move up and down a little bit, and there you go. As of course, you got Sergeant Slaughter's name right there too, and also now mine's out of whack for some reason. Don't know what that's about. Come on. Yeah, but got Sergeant Slaughter's name, so of course he's going to go in the cockpit. He's just going to, smoothly goes in there, no problem. Well, there's one thing I totally forgot to do, which is this bit right here. You're supposed to move that up. Totally forgot about that. That's a little thing it's easy to forget, but yeah, you can move that up, and I guess, yeah, but yeah. Put him in the little cockpit here, and there you go. Now he's driving the little triple T. All that stuff. And of course, on the back here, which is cool, there's a little thing right here, before I show off the rest. There's a thing right here. You can actually put the accessories here. So, right here, you can put the little Sergeant Slaughter's little thing. And the gun right here, you can see there's a little thing right here, which this goes in right here like this, like that. And then Leatherneck's rucksack, you can peg in right here, like that. And that all stores away really nice, which I really like that. all the accessory, G.I. Joe accessory store right there. And of course, you can still open up the back here. You can still open up the back here, you know, peg him back here if you want. You know, just kind of manning this little computer, whatever it may be. You know, I guess weapons or something. Sure, why not? Just say weapons and leave it there. You can have him, you know, manning this thing. Or, you know, you can peg it right here. Peg him right here. There's little pegs on the sides. And so you can have him, you know, riding on the side and everything. And there you go. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You can do all that. And yeah, it works pretty darn well. This looks all good. So, yeah, I just can't believe I forgot about this thing. Because, yeah, that kind of helps hold the piece into place when he's in the robot mode. But, yeah. Looks real good. So, real quick, again, comparisons. Or comparison. Because I don't want to get them all out. Here's Bumblebee is the striker and everything. You know, comparatively, actually, the vehicle modes are, you know, comparatively in size. This thing is definitely thicker and heavier than this one. But, yeah. Looks real good. It's a nice one. In fact, this is like the best of the G.I. Joe crossover guys. This is the best one for sure. Yeah, this is the best one of all of them for sure. This is the best G.I. Joe Transformers crossover guy, and this is one I would definitely recommend because he's $90. But again, you saw he's a big guy. He's a big guy. He comes with 2 Joes. He comes with these amount of accessories. He transforms nicely. It's a really nice transformation. The only thing I would complain about really is getting this all lined up for this front nose lined up and tabbed in. It can be a little bit of pain the first few times you do it. But yeah, it's a nice transformation. He's got a good looking robot mode. This guy's solid. He's really posable. He's not super loose and fiddly. He's not like super loose and prone to collapsing. He's yeah, and then of course you got this really nice vehicle mode, which looks a lot like the original. So overall, this is the best one, and I would highly recommend getting this thing for sure. If you're at all interested in the Transformers G.I. Joe crossovers, I think this is the one to get for sure. Of all of them, this is the best one. Period. You know, like I said about Soundwave, but yeah, it shows they keep improving. They keep improving and keep improving. They are getting better, and they are listening to feedback, and they made this better, and this is really good. He's nice and solid and just fun. He is a fun one, and yeah, unless you just don't like the concept of Transformer G.I. Joe crossover stuff at all, this is a good one, for sure. This is, I think, the one to pick up, and I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. So, there you go. Only thing now I'm just waiting for is they finally officially announced the Optimus Prime. I know that's coming. We know that's coming. I think it was Mobat? Optimus Prime Mobat? Also, you can leave this, if you want, you can leave this out like this if you want. That looks a little silly, but you can do that if you want. But, yeah. Yeah, so, pick him up if you're interested. He's good. He is a good one, and if you're burned before by the previous ones, I don't think you'll be burned by this one. This one's actually good, really good, legitimately. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media. It's down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.